call the good, and I will call the January 22nd meeting of the Board of Adjustment to order. And we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, could we call the roll?
Valerie Lundy. Present. Jim Rumsey.
Present.
Vice Chair Nick Abercrombie.
Present.
Chairman Louis Ramon.
Present. Okay, and just for the record, we have a quorum. Kevin O'Neill is not here today because his term expired December 31st, I guess, and his application will come in with us needling him and hopefully be approved in time for our next meeting in February. Valerie, I want to thank for renewing her application and coming in here, and I appreciate Suzanne Leclerc and City Council speeding up their agenda so that we could get her approved. We have no hearings today, so the only thing on the agenda that we have to fight with is the election of officers, the chair and the vice chair. And I'm sorry, we got to approve some minutes.
I thought you were just doing.
I was just moving, yeah, right along.
That was a good overview.
Yes.
Carry over from the last meeting were the minutes from our November meeting. I have had a chance to look them over, and they've incorporated the comments that I had. Let's take a few minutes, since these were not the ones that were posted on the website. Let you guys take a look at them and see what you think, if you have any comments.
And I want to note for the record that a lot of the chair's suggested changes, they were not substantive. They were
They're
more Scrivener and editorial type things. So everything he had suggested, we just incorporated, and our apologies that we got the wrong set in the packet that went out, but there's no substantive change.
I read them when the announcement came in and nothing jumped out at me. So when the one for this meeting, when you sent that package out, I read them.
And then also for the record, for the next set of minutes for December 18th, as I already noted, but for the record, on page 3 of 3, there is a small change as well.
And again, just
with the wording. Yeah.
Mhm. We didn't want anybody to think you didn't give him a chance to say something before he closed, huh?
Since Nick wasn't here for the November meeting, for the June 19th.
That was the November.
November meeting. So, over the minutes for that, see if it makes any sense to
Yes.
me. Okay, guys,
Good.
They look good to me.
I'm comfortable.
you're comfortable? Can we have a motion to approve as amended?
I
Presented here.
make a motion that we approve the minutes from November 20th, 2023 as amended, and also the minutes from December 18th, 2023 as amended.
Second,
Call a vote. Valerie Lundy,
proof,
Jim Rumsey. Approve. Vice Chair Nick Abercrombie,
Approve.
Chairman Louis Ramon.
Approve. Don't sign where it says sign here.
Mm,
Right here. Okay, now we can talk about electing the new officers. And I'll raise the same question I've raised every year, and that is,
If I could interrupt,
yes,
we need to, I think, approve the December minutes as well,
he
right?
did that.
We
They were
did that.
combined in
the
the same
motion was
motion.
for both.
He named both of them.
I stand corrected.
And your vote is the
Your
same.
My vote
was
is the
for
same.
both.
Yes,
Okay.
it is. I was so focused on that. Anyway,
Okay. Of us four chickens, is there anyone here that would not want to be chairman? Because there's no sense nominating someone that doesn't want to. Valerie would rather not. Jim?
No, I'd be fine.
Be fine, okay. So we'll open nominations then, and if I may take the privilege, since we've got a couple of three suckers that would be willing to. Let me nominate Nick, and if you'd be willing to do that,
I would accept the nomination for chair.
Awesome.
we still can have more nominations.
So that was, clearly, even though if I was nominated, I would accept it. My thought process was to have Nick to be nominated as the chair.
Thank
Can
you.
I have a second to that nomination?
I'll second it. Hey,
Can we, there being no other people nominated for chairman, can we have a vote?
Valerie Lundy,
proof,
Jim Rumsey. Approve. Nick Abercrombie.
Approve.
Reluctantly. Louis Ramon.
Yeah, just pulling that back.
So
Lou, do you wanna-
congratulations,
Louis Ramon,
approve,
just for the record.
yes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
he
I
looks,
will let you then conduct the meeting.
he looks so sad.
Well, thank you. I think one order of business left, but I do want to take a second to thank Lou Ramon for many, many years of chairing this board and doing just an outstanding job of setting the tone, of setting meetings, of dealing with challenging situations. It is much appreciated, and I think that's worth putting to the record. So,
Thank you. I was just here. I was.
yeah. Not that you're going anywhere. So the last order of business we have is to elect a vice chair. So going with Lou's statement, is there anybody here who would not like to be the vice chair? And seeing Valerie Lundy's hand.
Hey, I just, for me, I really wanna focus that extra time I spend on this stuff, on this, the zone stuff. That's,
And that is much appreciated.
Yes.
okay, then I'll
Okay.
nominate Lou.
And we, do we have a
You
second
can run, but you
for that?
can't hide.
I didn't think you wanted it.
No, I'm open to the vice chair also, so there's, that,
Well, we could
it's
do both.
just a matter of being nominated.
Do we have any other nominations?
I'll nominate him.
Jim Rumsey,
You know, does that fit your schedule with the pickleball activities? Cause I know that was why you,
That was, yeah, why,
Yeah.
where my head was.
Well, things change, things have to be adjusted. As we meet or when need, they can be adjusted. When matches do come up, I'm weighing it out because, matches run from Wednesday to Sunday or from Thursday to Sunday. If they're local, that's okay. If they're out of state, then that's either 1 to 2 days of travel time, which can take 8 to 10 days. But if I know in advance, I can work my time around matches and go from there. I do that now. I mean, like tonight, for example, I got the beginner's lesson started. My wife took over and here I am. So I call it my Gumby routine. I'm flexible. And it works.
outstanding.
okay, cause I don't wanna have somebody pushed this up and have it be awkward, cause you were concerned about that last year.
Well, the thing is, for many years underneath you, Lou, I served as your vice chair. And I feel during that period of time, I did a very good job underneath you and learned from you too. So it's not that I haven't been vice chair before and know the responsibilities and know how to back up our chair and as well as the other members of the team. It's just at the time when it was coming up 2 years ago, it just wouldn't have been fair to the team for me to, take on either a vice chair or a chair nomination. But I can make things work now.
Great.
So,
So I believe we need a second for the nomination. I would second the nomination for Jim Rumsey.
so here's the question. Would you be heartbroken if you didn't have to do your job? I'm,
No, I wouldn't.
no, you know where I'm coming. I just,
Oh, yeah.
I don't wanna, I figured you were busy with the pickleball stuff, so I didn't even go there, but.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
You don't look
I
sad.
sit in the chair that has my name by it
Yeah.
regardless.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a first and a second on the table to nominate Jim Rumsey for vice chair. Valerie Lundy,
Yes.
Jim Rumsey,
Yes.
Chairman Nick Abercrombie,
Yes.
Louis Ramon.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay.
We have a new vice chair.
There you go.
How'd that feel?
That felt great. Yeah, that was really.
That's-
Yeah, I know. Gotta get
I
that.
appreciate your enthusiasm.
That pacing down, right? That's, yeah, okay. Put that
No
down.
one's asleep anymore.
With that said, does the staff have anything else to report?
Just you saw that on Friday, we sent out a packet for the review of chapter 2 for the draft code. Pretty significant change to the structure of that code. So there's 2 documents that were sent out. One is the red line version, so you can see everything, and that'll give you a headache. And then there's the clean version, where you can see what it would ultimately end up looking like when you get rid of like all the stuff that's struck out. All the information is there, it's just been compacted. Because when you look at like the different residential zoning districts, there's a lot of language that was the same between each of those zone districts. So under the residential section, it puts all that together. And then it further breaks down into each of the individual residence zones where something is different. And then it does the same thing for, I think, commercial zones, and then there's like an other, and then we had some other overlay zones that were kind of like scattered, so anyhow, they're kind of cleaned up and all in the same place, because there was like 2 overlay zones that related to signage that you would never know unless you were a planner trying to permit a sign. So anyhow, just really tried to clean a lot of that up. So hopefully, you know, you're comfortable with the direction we're headed. And if you recall, when we looked at this months ago, we didn't go very far into that chapter because it was so repetitive. So we took all of those comments from that meeting, and that's was part of what was incorporated into this revised structure. I know at a staff level, we're feeling pretty comfortable, but we'll see what happens after Thursday. You guys may come back with
And
different feedback.
for you guys, the letter that CJ sent out, CJ and Karen sent out. Also has the link to the website where you can,
Make the
Put your-
comments.
Convey out. Mhm.
Comments.
and it not only has the link to it, but it also has the code to get access.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you
So-
for reminding us, because I didn't remember it.
No worries. So that's really all we had there. I guess the only other thing to note is, we have a new part-time permit tech in our office. His name is Grant Atai. So if you're in at some point, normally in the mornings, Tuesday through Fridays, you'll see Grant sitting there. So please make him feel welcome. We're very excited to have him. He's, only been on the job, 2 weeks, and he's doing a great job. He's, pretty sharp. He's got some experience in real estate, out in California. So, yeah, he's,
Lord help us.
what's that?
Yeah.
Nothing.
No, actually, I think it's good from, especially given the markets that he was serving,
We're what part of California? Just
uh,
curious.
Beverly Hills and Malibu.
Nice.
So dealing with that high end, you know, kind of level of customer service, because, you know, it's kind of hard to not have too much customer service. So,
Right.
yeah, no, it's, I think he's a great addition to the team. I think that CJ's nodding enthusiastically, so would Dave, yeah, if he were here, so yeah. no,
That's
we're-
because CJ says I have a life now.
He helps out a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for somebody who's been in that role just a very short period of time, he's doing great. So, yeah, just very grateful to have him on board. So.
And
those are
what you
kind of-
say, since he's part-time, what are his days and hours?
It varies a little bit, but essentially 9 to 1-ish, Monday through Thursday. And then Friday, he is 7:30 to 2, I think, yeah. And we asked him to do the early shift on Friday, since a lot of times planning staff were here, whether it's city council or a
Mhm.
planning commission hearing, and sometimes those things can be run long.
Yeah.
So yeah, the bad news is we absolutely need you to work Friday and the early shift. But the good news is you get Monday off, so you still get a 3-day weekend.
Good. That was the incentive, huh?
It was, well, you know, you gotta kind of balance all that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, and then meanwhile, Amy's still behind the scenes, largely doing the minutes for us, and we're very grateful that she really does enjoy that role. Because it's kind of hard to find people that really want to do minutes. So I can see her online, so I want to make sure I gave her a shout.
Yeah, everyone wave at Amy, right? This
Yeah.
camera.
Thanks, Amy.
Thanks, Amy.
Oh, she gave a little high back.
There you go. Yeah.
So anyhow, yeah, just very grateful for the members of the team. Like I said, we're a little thin at the moment. And working on recruiting for a full-time permit tech, but we're doing the best we can with who we've got, and just, yeah, we've got great people in the roles that who we have now. So keep building all that.
Great. Well, I know that we appreciate the heck out of what you guys do and really appreciate it. Happy you get an extra set of hands.
Thank you.
Great.
So that's all I had for you all this evening.
There we go.
Just for the record, you all do a very good job. And
Mhm.
I know it's, as you said, even in today's society with things loosening up, it's still hard to find quality people that want to do the job.
Yes. Yes. With that said, anything else from the board?
Congratulations to you, Nick.
Thank you. Congratulations to you,
Enjoy
Jim.
yourself.
We will close the meeting. At, what is that?
6:49.
49.
6:49.
Very good. Meeting adjourned.
See, it's that-